Hey everybody, Woongjin here, bringing you all another StarCraft commentary. It's gonna be, we continue sAviOr against ZerO here, the epic ZVZ. I don't know how epic it is, but I think it should be pretty good. Lots of me screaming in excitement for you guys. It's gonna be the second set. ZerO is 1-0 ahead, so the momentum is his. But we're going to see whether sAviOr is going to be able to take the psychological edge here, because he is definitely the veteran here, and in long series, ZerO doesn't have the experience. And we're going to see overall what happens. sAviOr now has taken off his jacket from as he had it on the previous game. We're going to see whether not having his jacket on will give him the edge that he needs. You never know. It could have been a cursed jacket. Somebody, you know, somebody from a fan of Woongjin Stars, ZerO, could have like gone to CJ and cursed sAviOr's jacket, and now sAviOr has it off, so you never know. I'm gonna see overall what happens here. Second set coming at you, folks. Whee! 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Fans screaming in the background. No idea what they're saying though. So this is gonna be on Byzantium II, and we're gonna have cross positions. In yellow, we're gonna have ZerO as zerg, of course. What do you expect? 11 o'clock, upper left, yes. Lower right is going to be red, sAviOr, also zerg, 5 o'clock. Booyah, baby. Byzantium II, cross positions, rather a long distance to travel. Not a humongous distance compared to some other 4-player maps, but there's definitely some distance to travel. And I'm going to see what kind of build these players go for. We're going to see whether sAviOr tries to go for something safer on this map. He tried to go for the same build that Yarnak won against ZerO on Destination, where Yarnak beat him, but it unfortunately didn't end up working out for him. At least I'm pretty sure Yarnak won in that game, but we're going to see how this map alters his strategies. I think going for a fast hatchery, at least definitely going for a fast expansion hatchery, is fairly difficult, dangerous on this map. So sAviOr is actually going to go for the drone trick, extractor trick. Get that 10th drone out, so he can mine a little bit more, and he's definitely gonna go for that overlord before he does anything else. I'm gonna see what he does there. Now his 10th drone out, also his overlord is on the way, and just gonna be very important to see what kind of builds. There's a rather long distance travel. Both players going for a rather, you know, that kind of build. sAviOr is actually is gonna go for another 12 pool. Wow, that's 12 hatch, I'm sorry, and we're gonna see whether that pays off this time. You'd think with the downstairs ramp that could be dangerous, and meanwhile, again, ZerO going for a 12 pool. So there is a longer distance travel this time around, so we're gonna see whether this helps sAviOr out. He's definitely gonna try to get another economy. Also has a spawning pool up very early. So he's actually, interestingly enough, his spawning pool is actually not that behind. I think he might have actually gone for an earlier pool than earlier hatch than 12 hatch. I'm not quite sure. But he doesn't have his gas going quite as quickly either. So sAviOr, we're going to see whether he tries to go for the extract a little bit later and just try to get a mass amount of zerglings, or what he's going to do. Also has extractor enough on that up. So in this game, actually, sAviOr has his spawning pool almost right behind ZerO, despite having put that hatchery up early. And now ZerO also going to go out there and put up his hatchery. Both players playing very, you know, economic games for ZVZ, I must say. Probably due to the fact to the large distance of to travel on this map. So both players are going to scout wrong with those overlords, going to take circles. It's going to spot each other second in both cases. We're going to see whether they send out any drone scouts. And I think the players are going to go where each other are when their overlords spot each other, but there's not going to be any reading of builds for a while. Some sign there from a fan of sAviOr, something saying that he could win this or something. I'm not quite sure. Just going to see what it is that this game comes down to. sAviOr here just sitting calmly, trying to has his first zerglings now out. I'm not seeing his zerglings for ZerO out yet. Also, no, never mind. I see them on the minimap. He's also running out with his zerglings, producing some more zerglings. Also has his lair coming up. sAviOr not getting his lair up yet. He's actually not mining gas at all. So sAviOr might be going for full-on zerglings. Not mining any gas, nothing, just getting a bunch of zerglings out on the field. Now the first zerglings are going to meet each other out in the field. ZerO's going to spot that large mass of zerglings from sAviOr, and sAviOr's not mining any gas whatsoever, getting a bunch of zerglings out there, using the second hatchery as a production hatchery. So he's going to go in for full-on zerglings, and we're going to see whether he actually manages to catch ZerO off guard. That could be actually possible. ZerO, I'm not sure if he's expecting this. He probably hasn't scouted this at this point, and sAviOr getting just a bunch of zerglings. No zergling speed for him imminent either. He got that extractor, but not doing anything else with it so far. Just not bothering to get a zerging speed. I'm not... Wow, that's very interesting strategy there for sAviOr, just getting full on zergings. Look at that, woo! ZerO's not going to spot that massive zergings. We're going to see whether he tries to put down his sunken college. A lot of zergings are coming up for sAviOr. There are a clump of zergings inside of ZerO's base. sAviOr going for earlier aggression. Now, I believe he actually might have zerging speed. I'm not quite sure. He actually, okay, I didn't even see him. He went actually for early gas, and I didn't see it. He just got the zerging speed. He's actually going to move in. Some drones will be pulled off the line by ZerO. sAviOr actually going to manage to break through, and just not enough of those drones. Not going to be able to help him out. More zergings are moving in for sAviOr. He's just surrounding everything, killing everything. All the drones still left alive, but ZerO's lost all of his zergings, and all those drones that left death as well. I thought sAviOr hadn't even mined any gas at all, but he got his first 100 gas, got the zerging speed, just stopped and started mining. He's going to start off by attacking the spawning pool, and sAviOr doing a very good early aggressive build is going to actually be able to take this match. I don't see any chance of ZerO to return back to this game. He doesn't have his Spire even partially ready. ZerO being forced to pull a bunch of drones off the way, and ZerO just completely overwhelmed here. sAviOr reinforcing completely, going to start off by focus on this hatchery inside of ZerO's natural, and ZerO, I think at this point, I think should just take a deep breath, concede, and go on to the next match, because there's no way he's going to come back from this. He's now lost his hatchery, and ZerO just doesn't have enough, sending a few zerglings, trying to do some economic damage, but sAviOr, I think, just producing such a large amount. He's trying to get a creep colony going, but I don't think there's going to be any factor here. sAviOr has so many zerglings inside of that base. ZerO trying to keep his zerglings clumped away, just trying to wait for that creep colony, but no, he's now lost his spawning pool. As soon as that happened, there came the GG. Wow, nice early aggression. I didn't read the build of sAviOr's at all. It surprised even me. I didn't even notice that he had started mining gas. I was like, wait a minute, what happened? I didn't even notice that he was mining gas. Oh man, sAviOr gonna take a little walk, take a leak to relax his nerves. Actually, I don't think he has any nerves. The guy's completely relaxed. Wow. And now, wow, ZerO's actually feeling a little bit of pressure early when, and you see this is what happens when you're new here. The psychological pressure is quite strong, and sAviOr is quite used to this menu, even though he's definitely feeling a little bit of pressure to perform after that long slump of his. He definitely has the psychological edge. So, great game there by sAviOr, just using those boost hatcheries to produce completely. I think he might have just switched up. GG by sAviOr, and I still can't believe I didn't read that. Just saw the zerging speed. Oh man, wrenching out, guys.